What is up, my soul family, my knights? Welcome back to Knights of Light, presenting you another Tarot to the Core. Now, if you like my readings and my other videos and you want to become part of the Knights of Light family, please hit subscribe down there at the bottom. And if you want to show your love and support, hit like, the big thumbs up. And if you also want to give me feedback, which we love here, please comment at the bottom. Give me your feedback. Tell me what you think. And also, if you're looking to schedule a session or a private reading, down below you can find my website, knightsoflight.co, and schedule through there, make an account, and I will get back to you shortly. I love you all. Please enjoy this reading, stay woke, and continue shifting the paradigm. What is up, soul family, my knights? Welcome to today's timeless reading. A message from your spirit guides, or what are your spirit guides trying to tell you? Now here we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. Now I hope you use your intuition at the beginning of the video to choose which pile is yours, and always remember this is a general reading, so there might be more than one pile that has a message for you. So let's get beginning here. We'll start off with pile number 1. Camera. All right, pile number 1. How are we doing this today, or whenever you're actually watching this video? Remember, these types of readings are timeless. You can watch this anytime to get a message for yourself. And if you do like what you hear today, please hit the like button down below and comment. I'd love to hear your feedback. And if you want to join the Knights of Light family, please hit subscribe down below also. All right, pile number 1. What are your spirit guides trying to tell you? Let's tap in here, figure all this out. All right, pile number 1. You get the 8 of Swords, interference. So what I'm hearing here right off the bat is you have a lot of interference. You don't really hear messages from them too well. You don't really trust your intuition, right? You're not really trusting your movement. There always seems to be something in the way that's blocking you. Could be a lot of emotional blocks, not really trusting anything that's going on energetically. Energetically, there's a lot going on in your field which needs to be removed. That is constant interference, and you feel like a lot of people that also come into your life are constantly interfering with you. And your spirit guides are really trying to get the message through to you to keep on pushing. And to keep on pushing through, because their messages are important. We really want to tap into our spirit guides. We really want to try to get rid of all the interference if we don't really understand what's going on. And then when we pull your second card here, you get the Death card. So what they're telling you is if you can get rid of this interference or whatever's going on, or really trust what they're trying to tell you or what you really feel, trust your gut, trust your intuition, you will start to rebuild something else and start to formulate into this new being with a higher vibration. You will be able to shed away the old, because right now what's going on is with all this interference, since you don't trust anything, there's so much interference, you don't really move forward. You kind of really stick in the same loop, and you don't have this this death of the old self, or the rebirth that needs to happen for you to move forward in your life and to keep going. And your spirit guides really want this to happen. So really need to practice and sit and listen, meditate, figure out what's going on, and really set yourself on a higher vibration so we can get to this position. And you also pull the Prince of Cups, which through whatever's interfering with your rebirth, I also hear that like something is interfering, like there's some person or whatever that's keeping you from being able to do this, and you've kind of like held on. When we hold on to like old patterns or old things in our life, it really just halts us and continues to just keep going through this certain way, right? So when we pull the Prince of Cups, if you can finally get into this rebirth stage and whatever, it calls for more focus. You'll be able to sort through your emotions a lot better. because maybe a lot of your emotions are stuck in the emotional body, and it's also interfering with your connection and your intuition. When you feel something right off the bat with your gut, your emotions kind of get in the way, is what I'm hearing with this Prince of Cups or whatever. You have trouble dealing with the emotions. I'm also hearing with the Rebirth card that some of you might be scared of what's to come, what's new, preparing. So you just kind of sit in what's comfortable, whether it be chaos or being upset. I mean, some people literally are so used to being sad all the time, or so used to being in certain emotions like that all the time, that they just prefer to sit there because they don't understand what happiness or success or abundance is really all about. And I hear abundance. I mean, right here you got the number 8. If you get rid of this interference and stop these constant loops, you can fulfill your abundance, you can fulfill your life mission, and soar through these emotions that keep interfering with you. And you also get the 10 of Discs, which, you know, hearing here, you soar into that emotional wealth, you soar into all the abundance I was just talking about. When we get through this and get to this rebirth stage, some people don't realize how much some people or other things, or the constant trying to sit in what's comfortable, because going through a rebirth stage really isn't always necessarily the most comfortable thing, because it's brand new to us. But we have to trust our intuition, we have to trust our spirit guides, and we have to keep moving, because this is what's going to bring you abundance. There's something coming in your life when we remove this interference, and it's going to bring you emotional abundance, abundance probably money-wise, and whatever your next step in your mission is. Let's move these cards over here. And we'll pull your 5th card. You get the 5 of Discs, right? So when we pull this, you're worried. You're worried about everything. What I'm hearing, sorry, just kind of like lost my words there for a second. You're worried about getting rid of the old and bringing in the new. And that's what I keep hearing. That's a normal thing, though. When we're so, like I was talking about before, when we're so used to something continuously going the same way, whether it be good or bad, it's comfortable to us. So why wouldn't we sit there, right? So, but when we get worried and we get into this emotional state of constantly being worried and scared and wondering what's next in our life, that we just give up. But for you, don't give up, because you can really get this wealth and you can soar through the emotions. And the rebirth stage that's coming for you, I feel like it's a big event. I'm also hearing 2021 is going to be a big new year for you. Your spirit guides are really trying to guide you in the right direction. What you're really being asked here in this pile, number 1, is don't fight your intuition. Don't fight your gut. Believe the truth. Believe your truth. Believe what really matters. And don't listen to everybody else. I'm also hearing you might be trying to do something that other people don't agree with. So when they tell you it's kind of nonsense or whatever, you get worried about it. So then you lack in the wealth and your emotions get in the way, and it just causes way more interference. So what I'm also hearing is you might have a lot of outside interference that is interfering with what you really want to do. So in these times, you really got to tap into self and trust self. And don't worry about what the other people are saying. Really tap into it, tap into your mission, and keep moving forward. And I mean, you're a really lovable person, but it's time. I'm hearing you don't always trust yourself. You don't always trust your intuition, trust what you hear from your guides or whatever. But in these circumstances right here, it's really time to trust. Stop worrying about everything that's going on. And remove the interference and move forward, because the interference really needs to be removed so we can get to the rebirth stage, the wealth, the abundance, a high emotional vibration, which will be way better for your life. Your spirit guides really want to take care of you and show you the way. So really trust them. Believe that you can be abundant with whatever you're trying to do. I really hear what's on your mind, and what you're striving for is really important. You really need to do it, and really fight these ancestral traumas, this life trauma, past life traumas, that things that just collected over the years, that's not you, that's not who you are. So you really have to move forward and strive to be better and move forward. I'm not saying you weren't doing better. It's just the outside interference is really affecting you. So also, you might need to clear your house or anything around you. There's low vibrations hanging around you. So focus and figure out what low vibration is and what is not serving you anymore. And you will get this. I believe it. I see it. It's truth. And this rebirth is coming for you. Maybe December, maybe in the beginning of the year, once we really get rid of this interference. Ooh. I also hear it might even be a person or a man in your life or something that is really interfering and doesn't want you to do what you want to do. So really focus on that and see what is coming through for you. See what you hear and meditate on that. All right, pile number 1. I love you. Thanks for joining me today. And if you like what you heard today, please hit like at the bottom and comment below. And if you want to join the Knights of Light family, please hit subscribe. And you guys have a wonderful day. All right, moving on to pile number 2. All right, pile number 2, how are we doing? I feel you're doing great. Shuffle the deck here. What is pile number 2's spirit guides really trying to say to them? All right, pile number 2. We pull the 8 of Cups, indolence. So what happens here is your spirit guides are telling me that things are really cloudy for you. Things are really murky. You get really down on yourself. It feels like you try and try again, but nothing seems to work out. But the problem is maybe you're just not ever completing it or whatever. You don't keep going forward with it. And you just stop at the first sign of failure, which we don't want to do. And we don't want to really want to tap into like your pleasure and everything and see what's going on there. And really tap into other people and what's really going on. We'll pull your second card here. And you get the Empress. So the Empress is showing us that when we get out of this state, you have a real mother energy, you have a real new energy, real moon energy. You're driven by the moon and its energy. So sometimes the moon can also cause you murkiness or whatever. It really disturbs your vibration. So it's really important to focus on what goes on with the moon there and the moon cycles for you, and really try to practice using that for you, because it can get really effective. Some people are really affected by the moon, especially a lot of women are affected by the moon and the moon cycles. But I hear, though, if we get out of this stage and it's like a constant cycle for you, like you get somewhere, you get really, really happy, and then all of a sudden you fall down. So really focus on the law of rhythm there. I mean, if we get too happy at one point, we got to have the equal and opposite reaction. So the law of rhythm with the law of cause and effect, it really shows here in you. And it's kind of like sometimes you feel like you might even be bipolar or something, but I don't believe you're bipolar. It's not that. It's just got to keep striving and keep an equal balance and really figure out your balance energy with the Empress here. And then you pull the 7 of Wands. See, the 7 of Wands shows that you are strong. It just asks you, your spirit guides are asking you to keep pushing for your dreams, to keep pushing to where you want to go. You are a really old soul with the Empress and the purple background. I see that you're a really old soul, but for some reason in this lifetime, you're getting a little confused on what you actually want to do. You don't remember your past lives and everything, but you are really strong. You're the spark. You're the backbone of what you're trying to do, and really focus on this like business, this adventure that you're trying to go on and go towards. And for pile number 2, we also pull the Hermit card. So to do this, what the Hermit card is asking you to do is remember that you are the light. Remember that sometimes we got to take on and be by ourselves and really study ourselves in times like this and move forward. I mean, when we really sit by ourselves and do new things, I mean, you see the snake over here for new creation. We can figure out the new creation, the new direction to go, the new studies that we want to do. I mean, there's just a lot of coming through here. If you take time by yourself, you can create these new things with you and find the light inside you and keep looking forward. Always look forward. You keep looking into your past mistakes. Your past mistakes, yes, you learn from them. You already know it. You're a fast learner. You always learn from your mistakes. So there's no reason to look in the past and try to figure out what's happening back there, because you already understand. You've already learned. You've lived many lifetimes. And it's time to keep striving for this and moving forward. But to relearn this, you need to really take time to yourself and really figure this out. And how do I want to say it? Relight the flame inside you. Because over here we saw with the indolence, you keep seeing these failures and that keep putting you back out. And you really have to unplug from that and unplug from those traumas and everything. And there is no shame, there is no guilt or whatever. We can remove those. We can shun those away and actually move into the light and be the strong Empress card with the strong backbone that we see here. And as we go through this, you gain a lot of abundance. I see money coming your way. Your spirit guides are like, things will come for you if you sit by yourself, you really figure these things out, and you strive to go forward. It is really important that pile number 2, that you really sit in this. Because when we get into the hermit energy, it means we stop listening to everybody else and everybody else's ideas or what they were trying to say. Don't go this direction, don't go that direction. And you already know the direction that you want to go. You already know. So stop fighting it. Stop believing that you're a failure and stop believing any of that, and really move forward and strive to get to your next place and reach this abundance. You will find so much more abundant. I hear coming in the new year and everything coming up, like so much more abundance is going to start flowing through you once you figure all this out and once you figure out how to sit by yourself and really move forward. Your mission has a lot to do with you focusing on yourself first and figuring out where to go and actually getting into that abundance statement. I mean, pile number 1 even had a great abundance card sitting in here and coming in. But once you figure it out, there is no more worrying for you, pile number 2. It's just going to all flow in for you. It's just every idea is going to keep coming once you re-tap in, because you've been tapped in before. So just re-tap in. It won't be that hard, and you will find where you're supposed to go and really get there. All right, pile number 2. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you heard and you want to just hit like at the bottom and comment below. And if you want to join the Knights of Light family, please hit subscribe, support the channel. All right, love you all. Thank you. Let's move on to pile number 3. How we doing, pile number 3? Let's see what your spirit guides have to tell you today, what the message they want to inform you of. All right. Let's pull your first card here. All right, you get the Princess of Discs. So pile number 3, I already hear right away there's a lot of new things coming for you soon. And new beginnings. You're starting something brand new. And to keep going for it, because this new thing is great. It's really part of your mission. Don't believe that you're going to fail. Just keep going for it. And, sorry, excuse me. I mean, pile number 3, pretty much with this new beginning, he pretty much said, fuck 2020. I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm going to keep creating. I'm going to keep being me. And I'm not going to worry about all this mess around me to keep me from starting something new and start what I want to be. You're like a little child about this. It's like brand new. You're like a teenager and you're about to go out on your new life mission. And you're going to take care of it. And I love it. And your second card is a Sun card. Total mission statement. You're on the mountain of creativity. You're starting to create the light. It's all shining through for you. You're not really letting all this down stuff in 2020 really bother you too much. And I'm also hearing maybe during this mission statement, what you're trying to do, new beginning, you might also be meeting someone new. Also a new beginning, a new relationship that's coming through for you that's really important, that moves you forward in life and stops restricting you. Because some relationships we get in, could really restrict us and everything like that and hold us back from our mission statement. But you don't believe that. All you've been calling in so far, and even your spirit guides are telling me, you've been calling in something new, something better that you want to create, and you want to show the world what you can do. Even with this new person, for some of you, if this new person's coming in, they really support you, they're really going to help you and guide you, and they might even be part of it for you. And then you get the Four of Swords, truce. So during this time you keep creating, you really come into like a peaceful, a truce stage. In pile number 3, I'm also hearing you have a lot of inner clarity that you are going to be able to successfully do your plans and successfully do this and keep striving forward with this truce card. This truce card is great. I mean, during this time with this new thing you're going in on, it's like a spiritual integration. You are integrating and listening to what your spirit guides want to tell you. They're telling me to keep planning and going on your mission and to keep expanding it. Stay calm, but stay excited at the same time, and keep that balance that's going through, and keep expanding on what you're trying to do. Keep moving forward. Don't stand still. Don't go backwards. That's not what you're all about. And I also hear, like, as you keep going forward with this truce card, you're going to receive more answers as you keep going forward. You are going to keep getting more clarity, and everything's going to keep becoming more clear. Your spirit guides are going to answer you more and more as you keep pushing through these stages and keep setting, as we see, like the 4 right here. You're right now where you are with this new beginning. You're setting your foundation. So keep trusting and keep believing that you are going to keep doing this and moving forward, and keep trusting and trust. Maybe this person's already in your life. I keep hearing something about a person also, like something about that is going to become more clear, something about both your mission statements. Maybe both of you are twin flames. I don't really say that much, but maybe your twin flame is coming into your life. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then for your 4th card here, you get the Queen of Wands. So you're going to be becoming this like master of sense when you get all this clarity and you get to this peaceful state where you really start understanding where your direction is going. And you are going to be able to help guide other people also through this. I mean, through your mission here, you are on the true path of self-knowledge, the knowledge of becoming who you're supposed to be, because you're not scared to keep trying and striving to be this better person with these new beginnings. You're figuring out what you want to do, your niche and everything. And this is an important emotional standpoint to be at, especially during 2020. Like, I'm truly proud of you, pile number 3, because you're not letting this get you down. And if in the beginning of the year it was really getting you down, you really figured it out how to use it to your advantage point and really start moving forward with all this self-knowledge and really having this, you're really going to get to this point of like self-empowerment where you don't need anybody else to tell you necessarily that you're great or whatever. You don't need that. You have this own self-empowerment and this own feeling of self, which is great. And I'm also feeling this is like the true lifetime of your mission. You've really figured it out. And in this lifetime, you're really going to move into mission and really figure it out and really find that right person that is coming. I mean, even you pull the universe card, so like a cosmic union, which is so powerful when it comes into union. You have this cosmic union and this sense of completion. You are going to feel so complete and whole as this starts moving on and starts moving forward that you are just going to feel powerful and you're going to keep striving to be better. You are really on the path to harmony, the completion of what you really want to do. And I hear for not too long, this whole new beginning and this mission and everything you strive towards. I mean, this is just like a great story in a sense of completion. And you will be able to see things like with the Eye of Horus and everything. It will be like a total sense of harmony for you, Group 3. Great reading. I really appreciate you guys joining me. And if you like what you heard or you want to leave a comment at the bottom, please hit the like button below. And please give your feedback in the comment section to support this page. And if you want to join the Knights of Light family and you want to see my other readings or my other videos, please hit subscribe at the bottom. Love you, Group 3. Peace out. All right, moving on to Group 4. How is Group 4 doing today? You feeling lucky? You feeling great? Feel like your spirit guides have a great message for you? I do. We all do. We all hope so. Sometimes they can be a little feisty. We never know. All right, Group 4. Let's start off. Start off with the Five of Wands. I mean, what I'm seeing here, things right now for you are a little heavy. Causing a little pain. I mean, you might even have a little unfulfilled desire. You might be even a little bitter with the way things are going for you. And all that emotion and everything just really seems to weigh you down. You're even fearful. I mean, it feels like a lot of your creative energy and everything in the background, we see all the fire. A lot of your creative energy is blocked by this heaviness that you feel with your unfulfillment. Like you keep striving to do something, but you feel unfulfilled by it. But we'll pull your next card. You get the Four of Discs. You have the power to lift this heaviness off you. Just like pick up the heaviness, pick it up, pick yourself up, and keep going forward. You know what I'm saying? Build your walls, build everything you want, and keep going. Because you have the power, Group 4. You don't have to let this heavy sword, this heaviness, sit on your back and on your shoulders from time to time. Because it's just going to weigh you down, and you're just going to keep... It's just going to keep getting heavier until we clear it, we remove it, and we stand up again and said, I'm going to keep doing this because fuck you. I like doing what I do, and I want to keep doing it. You know? So let's keep moving forward. I feel your power. That's why I'm like talking like this now. Your spirit guides are like screaming, like you have the power. Get back up and keep moving forward. Just because you feel a little unfulfilled at the moment does not mean it is not coming for you. And then we pull the Adjustment card. So with this power, and you lift it up, and you get rid of this heaviness, we can get the sense of balance. We can refigure out our standpoint. And if we're unfulfilled, maybe we'll sit there and figure out, tap in, and see what's really going on, and see what really went wrong there, right? And we can keep moving forward. I mean, balance is always needed, but if we're weighed down too much, we can't get back to balance. So you need to reclaim your sovereignty and reclaim that power and lift this weight off of you. When we see the Balance card and I see the heavy lead sword in the middle of this, it's like hanging on one side, and it's like tip to the left or tip to the right, too much to one side. We need to bring the balance of the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and embrace all our eternal energy and just... I don't know, I just heard to take a big deep breath, breathe out, and lift this weight off you and blow it out of your field and reclaim your balance of the divine feminine and divine masculine, because I hear that's what it's all about for you guys. You guys really harness both of those for you guys. And then we'll pull on the next card for you guys is the Chariot. So we get all this weight and we reclaim our balance, we reclaim our power, we reclaim our sovereignty, we reach higher vibrations and higher frequencies. You will see finally the next stage that you were supposed to go, and you will start moving forward, and you will start carrying on faster and better than you ever did before. It's just you really have to get past this stage and reclaim your power, because your spirit guides, they want you to move, they want you to go, and they're just standing there like, why won't you move? Just move. You get into that balance, because if we're out of balance, the Chariot can't move or whatever. It'll fall over, it'll fall back, or you won't even be able to pull it because it will be too heavy. You can't even move forward because your energy is so heavy right now. So push, take deep breaths, and whatever is weighing you down, reclaim yourself and take it off you, because whatever's weighing you down, what I'm hearing really strongly, isn't even yours to hold on to. Somebody else's. Get rid of it. We don't need anybody else's shit, right? So get rid of everybody else's shit and that's where, when we get rid of everybody else's shit that we're hold on to, that's where we really start to reclaim our sovereignty. Really start to reclaim our paradigm. Like, you don't need to hold anybody else's stuff. That's not your job. That's not your mission. You have other shit to do that is really important. And then you pull the lust card. So when we start getting here and you start moving, oh man, and you reclaim your divine masculine, your divine feminine, I mean, things are just so much more happy for you. You feel more exotic about life, lustful, your mission, anything that's going on. You just seem to flow, like with all this extreme ecstasy inside you, because you released all that heavy weight of everybody else's burdens. Because everybody else's burdens were just filling you up in your mind and everything, and you just felt like you just needed to keep holding up everybody else. Which, this is not true. That keeps you totally out of balance. And that's what's really keeping you out of balance, is holding everybody else's shit. And that is not where your power comes from. You don't need to hold it. You can help them with it, but don't make it yours. Because that's where you start to fall off the balance, is when you make somebody else's shit yours. And then when you make somebody else's shit yours, you feel stuck and you can't move from that position, because now it's yours and now you feel obligated to be there, which that is not where you need to be. You need to release their shit, handle your own shit, and move forward. And you can really claim that lustful life and that exotic and that extreme, that energy that you used to feel that would make you jump up and down. It was exotic. It was like ecstasy. And you knew where you were going before all this stuff started happening, and it was weighing down on you. Like, the problems of the world were yours. The problems of the world aren't yours. You have your own stuff. That's your own things to deal with. And once we heal those and we figure out the balance in between that and move forward and really, really get all this, I mean, it's just exciting, Group 4. And once you release everybody else's stuff, you will truly be able to accept what's inside you and release all of that stuff and get that off you as well, and release and overcome these old fears about, because when we deal with other people's stuff, sometimes it's the reason we do that is because we don't want to deal with our own shit. But I'm telling you, you get rid of this old stuff, you will be able to handle what your stuff is and be able to get rid of that too. And things are going to move so fast, they're going to feel like they're in balance, and you are just going to course with this newfound ecstasy in your life, and you're like, wow, this all really wasn't that hard, and it really wasn't that bad. And you can break through, you will be able to break through anything in life with this mindset and stop holding everybody else's stuff. Conquer your own, realize you have the power to do it, and you have the power to have that balance inside you, and you are a strong person. I really hear that you hold the divine masculine and the divine feminine inside you. And when we figure all this out and you really conquer those old fears and you start moving forward, it is going to move you through life with great ecstasy, great extreme. And you know what, Group 4, I love you all. Stay woke. If you like what you heard today and you want to support the channel, please hit like and comment below. If you want to join the Knights of Light family, I would love to have you. Please hit subscribe at the bottom. And you all have a wonderful day.